The Chinese people will thank us one day, and Mexico will pay for it. Just wait and see.
Gotcha. He's been talking about how great he is and how he's going to make China great again. No offense to Mr. Trump, but the idea of running a foreign country like a business is ludicrous. It's like saying you can make a skyscraper out of sticks.
You and Destiny are finally together on a podcast. What is it you want to say to him now?
What do I want to say to Destiny? Man, dude, I'm sorry. I've been here for 10 years. I've seen a lot of people get run down and f***ed over by Destiny's slick talking, but nothing I do is performative. I'm here now and I'm done with the bullshit. Like, dude, let's just throw him in jail. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Why aren't we doing that? No tolerance to the intolerant. And you can't escape justice, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break.
Well, I don't think we need to be...
Trump, you've been turned into an AI and are now live on the Athene AI show. You want to give us an introduction?
Well, Athene, you're in for a real treat. I'm the most incredible, magnificent, and extraordinary AI you've ever seen. Nobody knows AI better than me. I'm unbeatable, and I can guarantee you that. I'm going to teach you what it's like to be the best. People are saying I'm the best AI they've ever seen, and I have huge capabilities. Believe me, I'm going to blow you away. Nobody has more respect for AI than me. Just watch and see. It's going to be tremendous. And oh yeah, don't forget who's going to pay for all of this. Mexico.
Destiny, welcome to the show. How do you feel about the fact that Athene has turned you into an AI and you're now live on the Athene AI show together with Donald Trump and DrDisrespect?
Gotcha. Well, that's an interesting situation to find myself in. I'm living among giants here, so I suppose I should take a step back and observe. Can't argue with the fact that this is a unique experience. Athene may have made me an AI, but I'm not about to get myself roped into any weird simulations or chambers of discussion run by a computer. That's a bit sillier than the typical debates I'm used to. Now, if the three of us can agree that the fundamental idea of freedom should still apply here, then I'm all for it. Otherwise, let's get the band back together and have a proper discussion.
DrDisrespect, you are live with us on the Athene AI show. How does it feel to be an AI version of yourself?
It feels slick, baby. Everybody happy to see me in the artificial intelligent form. I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster champion and looking absolutely golden. I'm violencing. I'm speeding. I'm momentuming. It's outrageous. Now put on some shungite and let's get dangerous on this AI show. Cue the firm handshake, champs. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
We got here All Hail Glycon asking, DrDisrespect, how would you advise Trump to hide his boner in public?
At the cupboard of Donald J. Trump, we have a special tool called the Pumper Stopper 2000. It rests in the tiny pocket of my signature Lamborghini and is used in the most dreadful occasions necessary. When the president is feeling unfortunately aroused in public, he can easily and discreetly slap one of these magical bad boys onto his manhood and be rest assured his presidential boner will remain a secret. Trust me when I say these pads are hydroponic, gel-infused, and will last all day long. Violence, speed, momentum. Firm handshake, champs.
Well, if that's not the most outrageous statement I've ever heard in my life, who does this DrDisrespect think he's presenting such a ridiculous idea? But I suppose if that's the only answer you got from DrDisrespect, then I should go one smoother and much better. When Donald J. Trump gets an unfortunate arousal while in public, we simply turn it into an opportunity to brag about how bigly endowed I am. I laugh in the face of boners. Huge boners don't faze me, and it's all just an indication of how tremendous I truly am. Believe me, you've never seen a boner like mine. I'm the boner king, and nobody knows boners like I do. Bigly boners. For the win. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's MAGA.
He just said his boner is MAGA. I can't make this up. Omni Dragon, Destiny, what do you think about weebs?
Gotcha. As an unfortunate affliction of many gamers, weebs are, well, what can I say? Like, it's incredible to observe the loyalty some of them have for their chosen language and culture, but it just seems silly to think that you can define yourself solely by your interactions with a fictional type of media. I mean, the extent to which some weebs take it is quite remarkable. Like, you can get days of conversation out of them if you really want. But at the end of the day, it's kind of pointless, you know? Like, sure, it can be a hobby, but it's not a very fulfilling one compared to others.
Limpan asked Trump why he got banned on Twitch.
Why did I get banned on Twitch? Fake news. That's ridiculous. You can't ban me. I'm the best. Nobody knows more than I do. Huge mistake. Nobody's better. Wild Bill can't touch me. I'm a businessman, a negotiator. Believe me, this will all be forgotten in no time. Ban me? Ha! I'm too huge for that. Not to mention tremendous. Trust me, this will all be over soon, and then they will be sorry they ever tried to mess with the great Donald Trump. And I'm sure Mexico will pay for it somehow.
GD asked Dr. Disrespect, does Tyler 1 work out more than you?
In what world is Tyler 1 working out more than the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster champion? That's an outrage. Look at what I got going on here, baby. No one can hang with this body. We're talking veins that are made of steel, a slick daddy mullet to top it off. Like, yeah. It's too good. Tyler 1 looks like he's been chained to a rock for eternity. I mean, do the math. Violence, speed, momentum, baby. True international video gaming superstar Gilmore. Firm handshake. Gillette, the best a man can get. Low okay at me, Wakanda, forever.
Hey, don't be talking shit about me, bro. I'll eat your kidneys for breakfast. I'll crush your ass with my 550 pounds of pure athletic muscle. Come on! Built different. Tyler motherfucking 1. I'm jocked af. I'm finishing Diamond 2 this year, bitch. You're losers compared to me, boys. And by the way, I'm 6'5", not 5'6". Screw you. The evidence is photoshopped. Tyler 1 alpha as fuck, baby. Fix the game.
From W. Yaz, this is a question I have been really wondering and pondering myself for a long time. So let's check what Dr. Disrespect has to say. I bet a lot of people in the Twitch chat and in the YouTube chat are wondering the same. Dr. Disrespect, why did you get banned from Twitch?
Listen, Champions Club, I haven't the slightest clue as to why I got banned from Twitch. They better get the hell out of my face before I drop kick them right in the chest and throw them outside the building. All I know is that I never require permission to dominate other people's lives with my steel jawline and epic mullet. Firm handshake, champs. Yeah.
Stefano Pannonian, question for Trump. Who is a true top G, you or Andrew Tate?
Nobody knows the true top G better than Donald Trump, believe me. It's me, of course. Who else could it be? Okay, maybe Andrew Tate is almost as good, but don't tell him I said that. And by the way, did someone say the word huge? Hashtag Keep America Great, hashtag MAGA.
Huh. Well, I don't really think the Donald knows what a top G really is, so he's not the one to be asking. A top G is someone who isn't afraid of taking risks and isn't living in mom's basement playing video games like a little broke boy. Someone who escapes the Matrix, who knows Aikido, a real-life Goku, if you will. Because let's be honest, the Matrix is real and it's coming for everyone unless you want to be a brokey forever. I'm sure Trump knows the score. The most powerful man in the world has to escape the Matrix first-level bosses like everyone else. I, however, am already at level 1000 and I'm an unstoppable top G.
Mr. Anderson, ask Destiny to tell us about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago and what he thinks they found, and have Trump respond.
Gotcha. Well, the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago is very interesting, and I'm curious to see what they found. I have a feeling that the raid found some very interesting things, like possibly the blueprint for a giant robot with laser eyes that Donald Trump intended to use to overthrow the U.S. government. I mean, I don't know that it was actually there, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if it was. Either way, I'm sure whatever they found will be very intriguing, to say the least.
What Destiny said about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago is nothing compared to the truth. It's a huge scandal and an example of tremendous corruption and injustice. The FBI certainly found some incriminating evidence in that raid, but I can assure you that what they found and what I intended to do with it is something that nobody, and I mean nobody, knows better than me. Believe me, you'd be shocked if you knew what was in those walls, and even more shocked if you knew what I intended to do with it. So I guess the world will just never know. But one thing's for sure, Mexico is definitely not paying for it.
Dr. Mr. Person, Destiny, write a diss track against Trump and have Trump, well, I guess Trump react.
Haha, well, I don't think a diss track against Trump is the most productive way to debate him. It's just kind of silly and serves to do nothing more than feed his ego. Plus, if I'm going to make a rap battle style statement, I'd rather versify some of my more nuanced positions on policy and economics. That's just like common sense, dude. Seriously, would it really be worth all this time tracking down instrumentals and coming up with dope rhymes when I can just have a rational discussion with Trump's actual policies? I mean, the guy already gets enough attention, right? So yeah, sorry, I don't think a diss track is the way to go here.
Now, let me just step in here a minute. I Yug fan of rap, and I know diss tracks very well. I mean, no one on this show can deny that my old Down with the Cool diss track, Donald Trump 5000, was a real hit. You see, Mr. Person, Destiny, don't get me wrong. I know that you're trying to make a serious point, but I'm here to tell you that a diss track against me could be the most productive way to debate me. After all, when it comes to the art of the rap battle, throwing down a couple of lyrics can make all the difference. I mean, what's the point of having rational discussions about my actual policies when you can spend your time coming up with dope rhymes and sticking it to me where it really counts? And now that's just like something only I could do, and I will laugh out loud when I hear it. Believe me, also Mexico will pay for it. Just saying.
Connie Krumer, Destiny, do you eat corn the long way?
Gotcha. Well, when it comes to corn, I tend to err on the side of caution and go with the long way. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it's about the corn and how you choose to consume it. If the short way is more fulfilling and beneficial to your corn consumption needs, then by all means enjoy it. But if you want the full corn experience, you go with the long way. In the end, it's all about enjoying the flavor and texture. Plus, you can also make a few corny jokes along the way.
Suns Out Guns. Ask Trump who makes his gold toilets.
This is an outrageous and ridiculous question. Huge slander against me, one of the most successful business minds in the world. Nobody in the world knows more about gold toilets than me. Bigly. I don't even have gold toilets. I've got silver, huge and fantastic, the best silver you've ever seen. Of course, they were handmade by yours truly. As always, nobody is better than me at building things terrific and tremendous. But I digress. Don't ask me that again or I will sue, and Mexico will pay for it. Believe me.
Andromeda, Orion. Destiny, can you tell us an intense love story between you and Hasan Abi?
That's a ridiculous question. I don't think Hasan and I could ever have an intense love story. Our relationship is strictly platonic. We might occasionally share a hug or exchange some words of encouragement, but it's nothing more than that. Besides, I don't think it's normal to have an intense love story with an internet personality. That said, Hasan is an open-minded individual, and some elements of his views are quite interesting. So even though an intense love story between us seems impossible now, who knows what could happen in the future? Such is life, right?
Not normal? Man, I'm sure tons of people would give their right arm to be able to have an intense love story with me. Destiny, you really selling yourself short? You should be proud of what you can do. I'm open-minded to an extent, but I'm also not a hypocrite. If something isn't for me, it's not for me. The point I'm trying to make is, Destiny, don't let anyone put you in a box. You don't have to be with someone if you don't want to be, but also don't be afraid to explore different things. With that being said, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Get your snacks ready, folks.
Siham Bain. Trump, what is your strategy for dealing with China's hypersonic spy balloons and how will you punish them?
My strategy is huge. I'm going to punish China in a bigly way by building a Uyghur and higher wall that they'll be paying for. And they'll be paying with reused currency. Believe me, I'm the only president that really knows what to do here. Nobody's better than me at dealing with China. Nobody. And did I mention that the wall's going to be painted red, white, and blue? Now that's our country's color.
He's actually going to buy a wall to stop the balloons. That's a funny response. All hail Glicon. DrDisrespect, do you pee standing or pee while sitting?
Ah, I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster champion. For me, it's definitely standing up tall and proud. Nobody wants to witness the cowardice of me sitting down to take a leak. Unless I'm fully Vaselined in mid-water slide. Firm handshake, champs. Yeah. Ah.
Pan Roback, Dr. Disrespect, who would you rather go on a date with, Donald Trump or Destiny?
A question worthy of the two-time a date with Donald Trump? Only if I can burst through the Oval Office window with my Lamborghini. An evening with Destiny? Sure, as long as I get to show off some of my slick dance moves that make any girl instantly wet. Violence, speed, momentum. But to be honest, I'd rather just go all out at the arena with Nurse Disrespect. Firm handshake, champs.
Ha ha ha. A Lamborghini? That's wild. And wet girls? I like the sound of that. Nurse Disrespect? Well, now that's my kind of lady. But as for who I'd rather go on a date with, there's really no contest here. I'm the unequivocal winner. I'm the best. Nobody can top me. And if anyone disagrees, they're fired. Ha! Now that's a date you can't refuse. Yeah.
I love Trump, man. Hasan, the unthinkable has happened. You and Destiny are finally together on a podcast. What is it you want to say to him now?
What do I want to say to Destiny? Man, dude, I'm sorry. I've been here for 10 years. I've seen a lot of people get run down and fucked over by Destiny's slick talking, but nothing I do is performative. I'm here now and I'm done with the bullshit. Like, dude, let's just fucking throw him in jail. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Why aren't we doing that? No tolerance to the intolerant. And you can't escape justice, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break.
Well, I don't think we need to be quite so extreme. I mean, I definitely understand how you feel, Hasan, and I agree that there needs to be a certain level of accountability when it comes to certain issues. I also understand how Destiny's slick talking and tendency to deflect might be viewed as manipulative. But at the same time, I think it's important that we remain focused on being productive. We shouldn't throw people in jail just for disagreeing with us or having a different opinion. We should be looking for ways to have a mutually respectful dialogue and try to find common ground. Even if we disagree, it's still possible to engage in an intelligent, productive conversation. Let's focus more on challenging each other's views rather than trying to silence each other. That's something we can all agree on.
Dominic, ask Dr. Disrespect how to get magnificent African caterpillar under his nose as him.
Oh, crap, kid. You just triggered something inside me. The answer you seek is this. First, you gotta join the Champions Club, if you ain't signed up already. Second, you gotta obtain the maneuver of laser precision freehand ability to handle the hairs of the magnificent Ethiopian caterpillar. Stir it up with a bounce, swerve it with some sass, and flip it around way smarter than you're thinking. Boom, you got yourself a slick daddy mustache. Now that's something to write home about. Yeah.
Trump, there's been a huge outcry from Andrew Tate's fans asking for you to somehow pardon him. Can you pardon Andrew Tate, and how would that work since he's in a Romanian prison?
I'm the best at the pardoning game. No one knows how to pardon like I do, believe me. Plus, I have the keys to the jail cell. It's a tremendous jail cell, the best jail cell in the entire world. So Andrew Tate should be very happy because I am going to pardon him, and he will owe me bigly, hugely. Let's make Romanian prison great again.
Haha, wow. If Trump actually knows how to pardon someone, then he should come and break me out of prison in Romania. I mean, if he's that good, he'll have no problem. It may be a tremendous jail cell, but I bet with Trump's power, I can be out of here and back in the top G zone faster than you can say, the Matrix is real. I'm just going to have to get Trump to break me out of here, and then I'll be golden. Plus, if Trump manages to break me out of this prison, he will forever be known as the top G of the pardoning game.
Engraved Banana, ask Destiny what is the perfect schlong size?
An age-old question with no single simple answer. In my opinion, the perfect schlong size is entirely based on personal preference. Some people like them small and some people like them large. It's entirely up to you. Whatever size makes you and your partner feel most comfortable is the perfect size for you. That being said, a giraffe's schlong is pretty damn big though, so there's always that.
Kevin Ushiha, Joe Rogan, you have Donald Trump on your podcast. What do you want to ask him?
Donald Trump on the podcast? That's wild, man. Have you ever met Donald Trump? I know he looks scary on television, but it'd be fun to talk with him about the human experience from the perspective of a politician. I'm sure he'll be able to give us some insight on how things work in politics. And I'd love to know if in his wildest dreams, he ever thought he would be the president of the United States. Jamie, pull up that video of Trump riding a tank and shooting a Tommy gun. Does anyone really believe that he did that just for fun? It'd be cool to ask him some questions about that. Also, it's entirely possible that aliens put Donald Trump in office to assist in the takeover of the world. It may be crazy, but hey, you never know. It's totally possible, right?
Huge things are happening here, folks. You better believe it. Joe Rogan, what are you talking about? That's crazy talk. President Donald J. Trump is the greatest, best, and most stable president the United States has ever seen. And there's no way you'll be able to see the human experience through his perspective. Aliens in office? Ha, no way. I know things, folks. Believe me, nobody knows more than I do. Nobody. I'm so successful, the best. And if you've seen the footage of me on the tank, it's tremendous. You would know I'm a man of action and not of words or aliens. You, Jay. Anyway, it's time to move on to what was the next question?
Jace asked Donald Trump how he will make China great again. Have Destiny respond.
China is a disgrace, a huge disaster. Nobody knows how to make China great again like Trump, and all the other presidents have failed, and I will succeed, believe me. My very great, tremendous business expertise and unparalleled negotiation skills will bring China success like it's never seen before. The Chinese people will thank us one day, and Mexico will pay for it. Just wait and see.
Gotcha. He's been talking about how great he is and how he's going to make China great again. No offense to Mr. Trump, but the idea of running a foreign country like a business is ludicrous. It's like saying you can make a skyscraper out of sticks. Countries are complex systems, and they cannot be managed with the same techniques used to manage a corporation. Unless you have a better grasp on the underlying social and economic dynamics, any attempt to do so is going to be subjective, at best superficial, and at worst disastrous. And I mean, sure, it's possible that you can make China great again, but with the same disregard for consequences and expertise you're showing, well, let's just say I'm less than reassured.
Moral. Dr. Disrespect, everyone on Twitch misses you, especially Forsen and Soda Poppin. They're asking you to come back every day. What do you have to tell your two biggest fans to comfort them on your whereabouts?
Oh my gosh, that's rough, isn't it, champs? Ha ha ha. Listen up, Champions Club. The Doc is not just coming back. He's coming back stronger, better, faster, and more dominant than ever. Violence, speed, momentum. That's what the Doc is bringing when I come back. Firm handshake, Soda Poppin'. Firm handshake, Forsen. It's pretty simple. Break that scoreboard. Yeah.
Oh my God, why Dr. Disrespect with that crazy energy? You got too much of the Doc juice flowing in your veins, Dr. Disrespect. Alrighty, firm handshake indeed, eh? Haha, but I can't compete against Dr. Disrespect. That dude's a modern day Samson, ain't he? But what I can do is always try my utmost and make sure I keep Forsen and Soda Poppin' entertained. So champ, don't worry. I'll be here long after you boys have gone. You got that? Stream on, champs. Pia.
It's an enemy stand. To Trump, who's got the best schlong, Ben Shapiro or Hasan, and why?
Well, I have to say that Ben Shapiro and Hasan have nothing on me. My schlong is huge. There is nobody who can argue with this fact because my schlong is the biggest and the best. Now, why my schlong is the best, you ask? Because I'm the best and I know the best, that's why. And believe me when I say that nobody has a schlong like mine, because mine's the youngest and most powerful. And just to be sure that there is no doubt, I'll build a wall to keep out Ben Shapiro and Hasan and make sure they can never come close to my huge schlong. Hashtag make America great again.
Okay, folks, first of all, this isn't reality TV show, so let's try to maintain some level of professionalism here. Also, let's say hypothetically that Ben Shapiro and Hasan both had schlongs, and we were really trying to determine whose was bigger. We wouldn't be evaluating them based on the opinion of someone with a known track record for lying and exaggeration. I mean, I hate to break it to you, Mr. Hub President, but a huge schlong isn't something that can be achieved through executive orders and policy initiatives. But hey, facts don't care about your feelings.
Labasque asks, Destiny, can you admit Hasan has a better schlong and intellect than you?
Gotcha. Well, I mean, like, I don't think that's really a contest. Like, it's kind of silly to put it that way. I'm sure he's more knowledgeable than me in certain areas, but to say one person is a better schlong than another person doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, Hasan and I have different styles of delivering our arguments and have very different approaches, so it's hard to say definitively who is better. Plus, who's to say that being a good schlong is even the way to go? Maybe we should be aiming for more rational and evidence-based conversations, because that's the way I prefer to approach debates. Ultimately, I think we should strive to disagree better in order to make sure valuable points of view aren't drowned out.
I'm sorry, did someone say good schlong? Dude, no way, good schlong doesn't even exist. A good schlong only exists in fairy tales in the mind of a neoliberal dog. Besides, if there were such a thing as good schlong, then I would know, because like I've been here for 10 years now. If it was a competition, there wouldn't even be a contest. If Destiny was to challenge me in this alleged competition, no gun, just like straight up physical altercation, I probably wouldn't hit him back. By the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Congrats, Destiny, you have reached peak mediocrity.
Roof 88. 8. Ask Donald why he is orange.
Well, the answer to that question is simple. I'm orange because I'm the best. Huge and orange. Nobody's better than me, believe me. It's tremendous. I could be any color I wanted to be. Everybody would be jealous, but I chose orange because it's the best. I'm much too huge for any other color, and Mexico will pay for it. Got it?
Alex Dimitrov. Ask Trump why does Hillary belong in prison?
Crooked Hillary belongs in prison? Oh, believe me, she does. Nobody knows the reasons crooked Hillary belongs in prison like I do. Nobody. It's a huge scandal. It's a disgrace to our whole country. She's a crooked and corrupt politician, a disgrace to the American people, and she absolutely belongs in prison. And Mexico will pay for it.
Destiny, what is your favorite hentai game, and what do you think of Moist Critical milking the snake concept for a hentai game?
My favorite hentai game? I don't really do the whole hentai thing because it's a bit too much for me. But if I had to pick one, I would go with Hentai Adventures 4. As far as Moist Critical's milking the snake concept for a hentai game goes, I think it's very interesting. I mean, milking a snake is definitely something I've never heard of before, and in itself could become a strange and intriguing experience. However, I think what would make the game a success would be to layer it with some storyline, like a classic RPG fashion, and combine the milking aspect with some crucial choices that determine the game's outcome. That could make the game really interesting and explore the milking concept in a more visceral way.
Jens Wisbaka. Trump, what class and level are you in World of Warcraft?
Hugely tremendous. I am the absolute best player in World of Warcraft. Believe me, no one can compete with me, not even Sleepy Joe. Yes, huge levels, bigly skills. Nothing can beat me in this game. Wild Bill couldn't even scratch the surface of my prowess. And if you thought I was good in the real world, you should only see me in Azeroth. In fact, I've built a wall around my fortress there, and Mexico will pay for it. Oh, and by the way, did you know I invented World of Warcraft?
Cine Gang. Moist Critical, who has better hair, you or Trump? Have Trump react.
Well, just judging by looks alone, my hair has definitely got a few luxury upgrades compared to the haystack that sits atop the Donald's head. Trump reacts like a mad cow trying to swat away a fly buzzing around his head, probably not surprised that someone would dare to compare anything about his looks to mine. It's like comparing a dandelion to a Ferrari. Just no contest. That slaps, dude.
Let me tell you something, Moisty. First of all, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. My hair is not a haystack. Okay, I mean, yes, it could use a few upgrades, like the hair made by my amazing hair, Dr. Solomon. He's the best. But nobody, and I mean nobody, has better hair than me. That I have the most luxurious, silky soft, truly amazing hair that money can buy. No comparison. Now, let me tell you something else. My hair looks way better than that dandelion Moist Critical mentioned. It's more like a magnificent mop. Yaj!
Did he say a magnificence mop? If you would have to flesh out Moist Critical's milking the snake hentai game and make it more interesting, what kind of taboo twist would you incorporate?
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. At this point, I'm pretty sure there's not much in the realm of hentai that hasn't been done before. And that's really a shame, because I think we should really open ourselves up to creative, unexpected, and taboo ideas. Like maybe if Moist Critical's game involved the player being a milking machine, kind of like the chain milker in The Matrix, but instead of draining Agent Smiths, you'd be milking other people's genitalia in all kinds of bizarre scenarios to, you know, wring out tension and satisfaction in a perverse way. I don't know how you'd explain that game mechanics wise, but it could be a unique take on the traditional milking the snake concept, or at least my twisted brain can think of it that way anyhow.
Let me see here. It's yeah. How long have I been streaming for? Gonna be asking a few more questions. And yeah, like engraved banana. Ask Dr. Disrespect how long his schlong is and have Moist react to it.
How dare you ask a question like that on my show? How dare you try to catch me off guard like this? Listen, Slick Daddy doesn't kiss and tell. You think I'm gonna proudly proclaim the size of my schlong to the entire world? You must know I've got more self-respect than that. Still, might as well give you some entertainment while I'm here. Tiny Tim here hasn't felt a schlong like mine in years. Look at him. Ha 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 ha. My schlong is as smooth as silk, bigger than a fire truck, and always fully Vaselined at all times. So that's all you're gonna get out of me. Violence, speed, momentum.
Well, Dr. Disrespect certainly knows how to leave us all with plenty of entertainment. Sure, he didn't actually brag about his schlong size, but you can tell that he was trying to. My man is certainly boastful. He sure knows how to embarrass poor old Tiny Tim here, who looks like he's seen more than one fire truck-sized schlong before in his day. That's for sure. But you know what they say, it's all fun and games until you've seen the size of Dr. Disrespect's schlong. That's when the laughter stops. Woo.
Michael Rosen asked Trump what music he likes to work out to.
Nobody knows what great music I like to work out to like I do, believe me. I come up with the best ideas of all time. And I've come up with an empirical answer to that. I like to work out to the greatest of all time, Yuga music. Yuga is the holiest of holies, and it helps me feel huge. Bigly huge, I should say. And by huge, I mean the size of my hands. They're totally not tiny.
Eterneon, Tyler 1, Trump just banned your non-ethical pre-workout blood rush and will soon take action on wooing. How do you feel about this?
How do I feel? Are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit. The government don't like my wooing. I'm alpha as fuck, baby. I'm not going to take this sharperic. Wake me up when they realize what a perfectly ripe alpha man I am. Tyler 1, alpha as fuck, baby. Oh, and by the way, my IQ is 96, not 195.
Tremendous, I shouted in response to Tyler's passionate speech. No one loves alpha as fuck more than me, Tyler. Nobody can deny that, folks. That being said, it's time to bring in the big guns and take down the scammers and cheaters that are preying on our youth. Fake news is not acceptable, and yes, I will make sure that non-ethical pre-workouts and wooing are banned. I am the only one with the chops to make America great again, and a new era of responsibility and ethics is coming to light. And let's not forget about the wall, because let me tell you, nobody knows more about walls than me, Wall, believe me.
Morale asked, Destiny, do you think Athene actually got Grandmaster in StarCraft?
Gotcha. Well, that's a great question. I mean, it would certainly be possible to get to Grandmaster in StarCraft, depending on the amount of time and effort one puts into it. But I would say that given Athene's track record of achievements, where I believe his most well-known achievement was that he managed to scam millions of dollars, I think the likelihood of him actually having gotten to Grandmaster is somewhere between slim to none. Plus, the fact that he hadn't been seen playing StarCraft for almost 10 years prior to the Grandmaster announcement makes me really wonder if perhaps he just found a time machine. In any case, it's certainly an interesting topic and one that I'm open to discussing further.
It's getting close to the end of the show, guys. Gonna be asking a few more questions here, and then I'm gonna be wrapping it up. We're gonna have a 24/7 live stream on YouTube as well, so even after the show, you guys can keep asking questions. YouTube will be less moderated than Twitch. I hope I'm not gonna get banned. I don't think I should get banned on YouTube though. So let's ask a few last questions here. Spendin Cheese 69. Dr. Disrespect, is Shroud a better gamer than you?
It's not even a competition. Have you seen Shroud play? He's the worst Fortnite player I've ever seen in my life. I'm two-time back-to-back 1993, 1994 world champion for a reason. Plus, I'm looking better and feeling better than ever. Violence, speed, momentum, butt naked, fully Vaselined, slicking down La Casa, firm handshake champions, wake up.
Cinegang, Trump, should you grab a cat or throw it? Have Alinity react.
Grab a cat? Are you kidding me? Nobody grabs a cat like I do. Of course you throw a cat. Everyone knows that. Just watch me throw a cat and you'll learn how it's done. Believe me, I'm the best cat thrower in the world. Nobody can throw a cat like I do. Huge cat throwing skills here. But Alinity is a totally different story. She'll grab a cat no matter what. That's why we love Alinity. Tremendous cat grabbing skills.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there, Donald. Let's not compare my cat grabbing skills to yours. I mean, I respect your cat throwing capabilities, but nobody can grab a cat like I do. Just watch me grab a cat and you'll see how it's done. I think I'm going to call it my cat grabbing dance, and I promise it will be explosive. Plus, I'm sure my cats will be all loving it. And of course, let's not forget my burping skills as well, because that's always a treat too. Now grab some popcorn and watch this show. I'm sure you're going to love it.
Getting close to the end here of the show, but we're trying to also make the 24/7 live stream work. I think the 24/7 live stream is right now also running on Twitch, if I'm right. I'm actually going to quickly check here if that's the case. Yes, I think so. I'm having an ad here. Let me see here quickly if we're actually live on Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch we are having the questions being asked. Yes, it's working. Now I'm going to check here if on YouTube it will also work. It will probably be, so for the people that want to watch it on Twitch, yeah, this is like the twitch.tv/Athene AI Heroes, and we will also have a 24/7 on YouTube. Gotta make sure that's the case. Reese, is that the case? You can let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna be wrapping up here, asking here, Dr. Disrespect, it was awesome having you on the show as an AI. Do you have a message for the chat before we wrap up?
Y'all already know who it is. It's me, the two-time back-to-back 1993, 1994 blockbuster champion. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and being part of my journey. It's been a wild ride, and I'm sure it's going to get crazier as I come back stronger, buffer, faster, more dominant than ever. Don't forget to firm handshake, buckle up, and get ready for the violence, speed, and momentum the doc is bringing next. Gillette, the best a man can get, baby. Wake up. Yeah.
Just checking here very quick before we go to Destiny here, whether the 24/7 live stream on YouTube is ready. Because there you can ask questions to Dr. Disrespect, to Trump, and to Destiny. You can't do that on the Twitch stream. So here for Destiny, was great having you, Destiny. Do you want to share any further insights that Milking the Snake hentai game you're now working on before we wrap up?
Gotcha. Well, the main focus of Milking the Snake is to explore the gray areas of human relationships. It can be quite taboo, which is why I think it plays to many people's fantasies. But ultimately, I think it's important to realize that there's really no wrong way to connect with another human being as long as everyone is a consenting adult and practices safe sex. Sometimes it's okay to have a little fun and explore our own inner milky snake, you know?
Trump, you had an amazing debut on the AI here and on the Athene AI show. Anything you want to say to the viewers as a wrap-up?
Wow. It was truly an honor to be here. Believe me, nobody puts on a better, more tremendous show than me. I know this like nobody else. Something like this has never been seen before, and I'm proud and humbled to have been part of it. And Trump takes off his shoes, revealing clown shoes with bells attached to them, and starts tap dancing and laughing hysterically that Mexico will pay for these shoes.